If you smell... Oh, he's not coming. Of course he's not coming. So, WrestleMania was last weekend, and I have some thoughts, but it's gonna be hard to talk about WrestleMania and not talk about the giant Dwayne Johnson-sized elephant in the room. The Rock was on the Pat McAfee show a couple days after WrestleMania, and basically told everybody that the whole final boss getting involved and the Cody Rhodes selling his soul angle and the John Cena turning heel thing was never really thought out, and it was a spur of the moment thing because he had to involve himself to basically help boost ticket sales. And that he was not really wanting to take the spotlight off of John and Cody. And that's why he didn't appear at WrestleMania. Have a look.
Make it about Cody's soul eventually or John's soul. No, let's let them do what they do. And I called John after Elimination Chamber, spoke to him, called Cody, and I said, I think the final boss's work is done. We've established it. We just pulled off the greatest angle in the history of professional wrestling, other than Hulk Hogan turning heel back in the 90s. I said, this is amazing. We have 6 weeks. Now, let's build. You guys go and crush it. And I'll be right there with you. And I'm always here if you need me. But I think it's best for the final boss not to be involved in that finish. You guys go. So they had 6 weeks to plan for that. So I love the finish of the match. I would have finessed things a little differently on how they got there, but that's just me creatively. There are a lot of minds in the room. That's my thought. But still, ultimately, the bottom line was I love John getting 17. And I never had a concern about John pulling this off.
The thing about this whole situation is you didn't have to be a part of it at all. Cena could have won at Elimination Chamber. Cody could have came down to the ring. They could have hugged. They could have celebrated. And John still could have kicked him square in the balls, and you could have done this whole storyline without Dwayne's ego getting involved. They don't need you. Just because you're on the board of directors, you don't have to insert yourself. You are not needed, because now, come WrestleMania, everyone's expecting you to be there. Everyone's expecting the final boss to show up. But instead, we get Travis Scott. Nobody gives a shit about Travis Scott. Nobody cares. But when they saw Travis Scott, they thought The Rock would follow, because the last time you were seen on TV, you and Travis Scott were together. The main event of WrestleMania Night 2 was a complete stinker. It bombed. I'm sorry. The fans turned on Cody, started cheering Cena, and then you had Travis Scott come out and take almost 2 minutes to walk down to the ring, and then he gets dropped on his head. It was completely insignificant. You could have just had heel Cena try to hit Cody with the belt. The ending could have been the same. But instead, it got overshadowed because people wondered where The Rock was. And Dwayne was sitting at home watching on TV. I'm sorry, I respect The Rock. I love what he's done for the business. It doesn't need you anymore. Wrestling does not need Dwayne Johnson sticking his face and sticking his nose in when it's not needed anymore. The whole Rock not being there completely overshadowed that whole main event, and it sucked. And then for you to come on TV 2 days later and say, well, it didn't need me there. It didn't need you in the first place. You never had to be involved in the first place. But your ego is so goddamn big, you just gotta be in there. It's 2 years in a row. You inserted yourself into the WrestleMania main event picture. It worked out last year. This year, You completely fucked it up. I'm sorry, but can you please just go away? You're on the board of directors. If you want to do stuff behind the scenes, fine. I don't want to see your ass on TV anymore because it's a waste of time. You insert yourself into stuff, storylines start, and then they just get all garbled up. And then it's just, we don't need to do it. I backed off because it's about them. If it was about them, you never would have got involved in the first place. Your ego is ginormous, and frankly, I'm tired of seeing you. So, I have other thoughts on that, but tell me what you think. If any of you guys agree with me that The Rock just needs to go away, I think things would be much better if he did. Like and subscribe, guys. I'll see you later. Thank you.